Hello, this is Kirill from forexboat.com and welcome to the 24th tutorial on algorithmic trading for beginners. And today we're going to be discussing the design of our algorithmic trading system. What you see in front of your screen right now is something what I call the blueprint of an algorithmic trading system. And simply put, this is a diagram showing the showing the logic behind our trading strategy, which will be the core of the algorithmic trading system. And as you can see, I've highlighted some three different parts: blue, red, and green. But before we go deeper into this diagram, let's quickly look at a recap on what we discussed in the previous tutorial, the idea behind the trading strategy. So if I bring up MetaTrader 4, you should be familiar with this chart, which I marked up previously. If you are not, then I would strongly advise for you to first watch the previous tutorial to understand what the strategy is about. However, let's move on. So what our strategy, as you recall, what our strategy is doing, it is checking if the British pound dollar has moved in a certain direction after the day has been opened. The day opening of the day of each day are marked with these vertical lines, and then the red or the blue lines show in which direction the market moved initially. And then around 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, well, let's say for simplicity's sake, we'll say 9 o'clock. At 9 o'clock, we're looking to see whether the market has moved up or down up until this point. And if it's been moving downwards, then we will trade upwards. If it's been moving upwards, we will trade downwards. And this is all based on pre-emphasis of that we think that there is a pattern in the market which we can exploit. So going back to our presentation here, this is basically the same thing what I just said in words. This has been put into a diagram over here. So let's quickly try to understand what's happening. The program starts at the top. It moves into this diamond first, and every diamond is a decision. So first the program has to check if the hour is 9 o'clock or not. So let's assume the hour is 9 o'clock in the morning. Then we're going down this path. So yes, the hour is 9 o'clock. Now we have to check if flag is true. So what the flag is something very specific to, or in this case, this flag is a specific, well, it's a necessity which is specific to MQL4 because of the way that expert advisors work, and they will execute the on tick function with every new tick that comes to the chart. And this is something we discussed previously in this course. Because of that, we cannot just check that if the time is 9 o'clock and then do all of our required procedures, because the time is 9 o'clock in the morning. In that 1 hour, there can be thousands of ticks. There can be literally lots and lots and lots of ticks come through, and that condition, this condition over here, will be correct for every single one of them. Because all we're doing is checking the hour. We're not checking the minute. We're not checking the second. Even in the 9th hour and the first minute and the first second, there can be several ticks, or there can be none. So we can't just check for 9 o'clock, 1 minute, and 1 second. We have to have a different check. So what we will do is we are looking for the very first tick in the 9th hour of any given day. And to do that, we are introducing a flag. So initially, the flag will always be false. The flag will always be true, meaning that the first tick, this is the first tick. So if the flag is true, then it is the first tick, and then we we start executing the rest of this algorithm. But before we do that, the first thing that we do is we set the flag to false, telling us that the next tick that will come will no longer be the very first tick of the hour. And so next time when the strategy goes this way, with the second tick of the 9 o'clock hour, it'll go here, but then the flag will already be false, and so nothing will be done and it will exit. And so every third, fourth, and so on, all of the ticks after the first will be going down this route. So only the first tick will go down this way, and it will set the flag to false, and then all of this will be executed, but only for the first tick. And that is good because we only want to execute our strategy once at 9 o'clock, not 1,000 times. So after we've set the flag to false, what we're doing is this red part is responsible for checking if there is any if there's any orders that already exist. So if we have an existing order, we want to check if we want to close it. So we have the ticket number. As you remember, we know how to, after sending the order, how to preserve the ticket number of that order. So using that ticket number, we'll select an order, and that order select is something we discussed earlier in this course. Then if we have successfully, if we weren't successful at selecting the order, that could mean probably, or the only case when that will most likely happen is at the very start of our algorithm. So when we haven't sent any orders, our ticket variable will be 0, so we won't be able to select an order, so we'll just proceed to executing the green part, which is the trading strategy, the actual sending of the order. But if we were able to select the ticket or the order, then we have to try and close it. So we move on and we check if the close time of the order is 0. So in this, as you recall from our order select tutorial, this is the way that we check if the order has already been closed. It could have been closed for various other reasons, like the stop loss has been triggered or the take profit has been triggered. So before closing the order over here, we have to check if it has already been closed. So if close time is 0, that means that the order doesn't have a close time, and that means we need to close it. So if close time is 0, yes, then we close the order. If close time is not 0, meaning that there is already a close time assigned to this order by MetaTrader 4, then we don't bother closing it because it is already a closed order, and we proceed to the green part, the main trading strategy. So once we've closed the order, we do the fail-safe mechanism. So I didn't write it all out because we have done the fail-safe so many times already. It should just come off the bat for us by now. It's very simple. We just check if there has been an error. If there has, then we alert the trader. If there hasn't, we just continue doing what we were. So that's why I put fail-safe as just this one circle. We implement a fail-safe mechanism, and then we proceed to executing our strategy. All right, so by the time we get here, because of all of this red bit, we are confident that there is no more open orders. By our trading system, our algorithmic trading system has no open orders. And now we can go ahead and open a new order if the conditions are met. So now we're going to check the conditions. The first condition is the price lower? Here we're checking if the price has moved up or down. If the price is lower, that means, going back to the chart, like in this case, the price is lower than it was at the beginning of the day. So when that happens, that means we potentially can open a buy order. If the price is not lower, that means it's higher. And in that case, we can potentially open a sell. So if it is lower and we intend on opening a buy order, we have to also check our filter, the MA filter, which we introduced also in the previous lecture. And as discussed before, because we're trading the retracements of a trend, we want to buy below the MA and sell above the MA. So if we're intending on doing a buy order and we check that the price is below MA, if the answer is no, then we don't do anything and we exit. If the answer is yes, then we do open a buy order, we implement a fail-safe mechanism, and then we exit. Similarly, if the price is not lower, then we're potentially looking at opening a sell order. So we have to check if it is above the MA. If it is above the MA, if it's not above the MA, then we just exit doing nothing. If it is not above the MA, if it is above the MA, then we do open a sell order, do a fail-safe mechanism, and then we exit. So we've discussed all of this diagram except for this bit over here, which is flag equals true. So going back to the blue part, which is responsible for checking time and making sure we only trade on one tick, what does this flag equals true do for us? So once we're in here and say it's 9 o'clock is the very first tick, then we'll go through this pathway. We'll get to the green part and maybe open order, maybe not. Then every next tick, second, third, fourth, and fifth, as discussed, will go down this pathway, won't do anything. And then as soon as it's no longer 9 o'clock, when it's 10 o'clock, 11, and so on, further through the day, or even before 9 o'clock, the ticks will always go down this path. And we can use this opportunity to reset our flag. So once we know it's 10 o'clock, or it's the next hour, we know that we should go ahead and set the flag to true, meaning that the next tick that comes at comes within a 9 o'clock will be the first tick of 9 o'clock. So after 9 o'clock, all the ticks go here at 10, at 11, at 12, at 13, and then in the morning at 6 a.m., 7, and so on, 8 a.m. And then all of the ticks have been going here, so we're guaranteed that the flag is set to true. So when the first tick does arrive for 9 o'clock, it will go this way, and it will see that the flag is true because we have set it so, and then this will be executed. And then the next ticks will go this way, and then after 9 o'clock they'll go this way again and reset the flag. So that's in a lot of detail how our trading strategy works. And if we sum it up with just a few, with very short and simple diagram, then it will look like this. So in the blue part, we check that check time condition and make sure that this is the first tick of this bar. Once we've done that, we go and we close existing orders if it is an existing order if it is still open. And once we've done that, we open relevant order if entry conditions are met. So this is a very simplified view of our trading strategy, and this is how you would start thinking about what your algorithmic trading system will look like. But once you've done that, then it is very highly advisable to create something like this, which is detailed. It can take maybe half an hour to put this together. But once you have it in front of you, you know exactly what your algorithmic trading system will look like and what you need to program. And the programming part will be very, very simple. Before we finish this tutorial, I'll just like to recommend a tool which I used to put this together. So I previously I was used to putting them together in PowerPoint. It used to take so long, but now I know about this tool Glyphy. It's a tool which you can use. I'm using a trial right now, so you get a 15-day trial. It's an online tool, and you can put these diagrams together very easily. And like if I drag this around, as you can see, it's following where I'm putting it. You can change the colors, and you can add any kinds of shapes you want, and you can make it very simple and easy to understand. And it also allows you to quickly change colors and make it like a really cool diagram. All the controls are basically at your fingertips. So I really like this tool, and I'm going to use it going forward with my diagrams, and I would like to recommend it to you as well. So that's basically it. That's the end of this tutorial. This diagram, both of these diagrams, will be available on www.forexpo.com. So that kind of sums it up. And if you're watching on Udemy, then I would like to ask for a small favor. Up here, there's a review button, and I'd really appreciate if you could leave me a rating and write a review. In that way, you can help other students see if this course is worth their while, and help them make a better informed decision on whether they should take it or not. And in the next tutorial, we're going to actually start programming our expert advisor, which is very exciting, and I hope to see you there. Until then, happy coding.